It's the social event of the season, and chaos is on the guest list.
As the planet drifted closer to the sun, the desert melted until the planet became known as the Glass Marble. The wealthiest people in the universe gather for a party. The 3 heads of the Audacity will be attending. There's the mob boss, Jendapher Tequins. She runs the help trade. Benid Northar the 65th. CEO and heir of the Northar conglomerate. Most notably, his family made money by developing a mining fleet that could strip mine an entire planet in hours. And it doesn't matter if they're inhabited planets or not. They answer to the 3rd member, Jack Skyflyer, the most popular teen in the universe.
The Kids Play Place, that's it! Yes, I was in the Jack Sky... Oh, okay.
Killsphere flags down the young lady working there. Please don't ask about help in the club. The boss does not allow anyone to talk about help in the club. Please, please do not ask about it. I know who you are. You got my message. You have to get me out of here.
The terms of the deal have changed. Our payment will now be the freedom of the waitress.
Time to look your best while surrounded by the worst of the worst. Let's have a ball on Good Chaotic.
The Vagabond is now en route to the Glass Marble. Trip
Odometer is piloting the ship. I think the cockpit right now it's just him alone with his thoughts, and he's looking out at the space ahead of him as they're zipping through the cosmos. And he presses a button on the cockpit, and it is an internal comms system. And he presses the button and goes, "Chase, do you want to come to the cockpit for a minute?"
I was like, no, I'm good. No, I'm not.
And that's the scene. We did it. We're good.
I headed the cockpit.
I imagine the cockpit has like a co-pilot seat, which is almost always unoccupied, and
I flop down into it.
Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, take a seat. Let's." I feel like it's probably a good idea if more than one of us knows how to fly this thing. So I thought I'd teach you some of the fundamentals.
You see her like do that thing where her eyes get really wide, like she's very excited, but she's trying to contain how excited she is. She's like, "Yeah, totally. We should do that."
All right, and so I think there's like a couple of minutes of like very friendly, like just Trip showing you the systems. There's obviously the button that says go, and then it's just a smooth flat surface with no other. There's buttons and dials and what have you.
This is what makes Beep Boop fly the ship, and then I actually don't do anything myself.
Yeah, it's when it's clicked in, we're flying, and when I push it in, it clicks out, and we stop. So that's pretty much. And if we need to go sideways, it actually turns, it swivels.
And this is the cup holder. Those are the 2 stations.
It's a button. There's a cup holder. There is.
I have this drinking bird that I've set up, and it just pushes the button every few seconds.
There is a toffee crisp dispenser over there, and as Trip has been showing you like various buttons and dials, like maybe even let you pilot a little bit, like keeping one hand on one control over here, but like letting you like grip the throttle and all of that stuff. So you're having this moment, and then like takes his hand off, and you've got the throttle, you've got the steering wheel, and this is the moment when Trip says to you, "What's your read on Killsphere? What do you think?" In the time that you've spent with him,
you catch Chase. I'm about to like do a barrel roll, and then I like stop. Like I was getting ready to do like a really fun like loop to loop kind of thing with the ship because I was very excited about doing that. And then I stop and I go, "Well, I've known them a long time. I mean, they've been friends with. I mean, of course, I know of them because of Chaos, and so they're kind of a hero for the lighthouse." But they seem like they make smart plans and they have the lighthouse's best interest in heart. So,
right.
And every time I've worked with them, these 2 missions, they seem to be focused on the greater good, despite what their name implies.
Almost 2.
Yeah.
We're like partway through I would say we're about to start. Though.
Right.
So it's one.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to like.
No.
Okay.
Like no, I get it. Like I don't mean to step on your toes.
Yeah.
Ease off on the throttle there a little bit. We're going a little bit just a little too fast there.
Fine.
It's okay.
I pulled
No.
back, yeah.
You're good.
You could tell she was definitely doing it on purpose.
Yeah. We want to get there quick. We also want to get there in one piece.
How does it flip? Nothing. What? Sorry.
I think there was another way to handle things back at the club, and I tried to pitch. I offered to leave myself as collateral so that you all could take the waitress to safety, and Killsphere shot it down. Straight up shut it down. No discussion. Wouldn't even let me bring it up to the rest of the team. And I get it. You know, they're the captain. But I sometimes think that they have a very binary way of thinking, and they have I think sometimes their programming is a little rigid. Their programming is rigid. Ours isn't.
Trip, do you know why I'm on the Chaos team? Were you briefed as to why I was put on the team?
We had a vacancy, and I assume there's some kind of waiting list situation.
No. I have a lot of concerns about the future of the lighthouse, and I keep trying to figure out if there's some way for us to survive outside of just this one space in the universe. Because what happens if the star goes out? Well, is there another universe we can go to? Is there a time travel thing we can do to start a civilization somewhere else? I don't know. And I tried to do it myself, and I made a mistake, and I almost caused a pretty big problem. And my punishment, my sentence, was to work on this team, which is not much of a punishment because I quite enjoy it, and it actually works out great for me. But I'm only here because this seemed like the best place to stick me after what I did and get me out of the way. What I learned in that experience is that a lot of times we don't know what the people in charge are doing and why they're doing it. And it's easy for us on the edges and the fringes and the downtrodden to think we know what we're doing and jump in and take over. But sometimes there's a reason why people are doing things a certain way. And I understand what you're saying about Killsphere, but I also think maybe they realized that you not being along with us would minimize our chances of survival, and we might end up with a dead waitress and a dead pilot. So I get what you think, and I understand you wanted to be the noble one to sacrifice yourself or put yourself on the chopping block. But maybe that's a binary way of thinking about it. And maybe Killsphere ran the odds, and maybe they've been at it a long time, and they knew that our chances of succeeding are better with you on the team.
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'm not 100% sure Killsphere should be making that kind of unilateral decision on their own. They are the captain by default. I think you chose
not to go with them into the office where you could have been in a situation to make a different choice. We let them go, have that meeting, and so as a result of that, we chose to put them in that position.
They told us to hang back. They said they were going in by themselves. And yeah, I followed that order because that's my captain.
I chose to stay back. I thought you did too.
I don't need a flat team structure. What I need is collaboration. And I don't think we're getting that from Killsphere. I think Killsphere is running odds and making unilateral decisions and is not getting input from the rest of the team. And I don't think this team lasts long term if it's not a group effort. If we are just doing what they tell us to do, that doesn't help anyone.
I think this conversation would be better to be held with Killsphere.
I completely agree. But I wanted to get your read on who you think Killsphere is.
I've only been here a short time, so I don't know what Killsphere's choices have been like in the long run for these missions. But I can tell you that it sure didn't feel like during that casino heist that Killsphere was running all the jobs. So I felt like we all kind of had our own things to contribute and things that we did, and we trusted each other. And right now in this situation, my emotions about that waitress and what's happening to her and the people under that boss's employee are so heated and so angry that I don't trust myself to make those decisions, because the last time I made a rash choice, I almost hurt a lot of people that you and I both care about a lot. So in this particular case, I don't think it was wrong of Killsphere to make calm and rational decisions that were able to be weighed and measured. If I went in sticks ablazing, we'd have a lot of dead people on our hands and things might not be better. So
I get that.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're with us, because I don't know if we will get away without you here. So as much as I'm enjoying learning how to fly this ship, you are our pilot and we need our pilot.
A light starts blinking on the console.
Did you do that? Or?
No, I think that's our timer saying the scene's going on for a while. And we need to move on to the next thing.
We do have a scene timer in here. There's one in every room, actually. It sounds like this annoying, short, bearded, bald man.
Wait, I thought that was you I was talking to this. Oh, you're Ben. I thought you were Dan. You look so much alike now. I thought this was a tall British non-binary person. Oh my gosh.
The light continues to flash.
I'm just going to switch it off and then just pull the...
It's like the
just unscrew the bulb.
Pain thing on Doctor Who, where you have to just turn the volume down on the picture. I pushed the flashing button.
Beep boop chimes in. Apologies, I didn't want to interrupt, but we are approaching the glass marble.
Wait, were you listening to that the whole time?
Not at all. I respected. I put on personal privacy mode.
All beep boop hears is wah, 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 wah.
It's all clicks and whistles to me whenever
okay,
bio people talk.
There isn't a real way to reward role playing like that, so I'm just going to give you 2 additional gambits for this mission.
Thank you.
That is a reward.
Yeah.
I will take that.
Yeah.
Also, I think I would have gotten. I'll get XP for this also later on, so that's also
right. That's at the end of. So, but I wanted to reward something for this right now. Okay, so now it is time for the engagement roll. This will determine your starting position for the mission itself. You begin with 1 die. Your ship ability, the getaway, technically this is a delivery job. So I'm going to give you an additional die on this because you are to deliver the 3 members of the Audacity. Okay. So now you can make your cases for additional dies or for taking them away. But I want to give you that because this is technically what your ship sheet does reward.
I think the plan is bold or daring.
Agreed.
Peace in our time, nothing more bold.
Touche.
A peace conference that's also a trap. God, that's daring.
Yeah, okay.
Yes! It's that easy. Everybody chip in. Let's go. 55 pizzas, 55 burgers, 155 tacos.
Get out of here. I'm doing something. I hate to say this.
Sorry.
I do think we also have one major disadvantage, which is that the Audacity fucking hates us, and us specifically. So I think us showing up at their party is going to be a major disadvantage. I'm sorry to do that.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be the lady behind you in the drive-thru saying, "Oh, it's 55 burger, 55." No, I'm trying
to do something. Thank you for letting me be that guy as well. That was nice. And to your point, I mean, it's the 3 heads of the Audacity. There's no higher target in terms of target is higher tier, right? So I think that'll probably. Does that just mean we have no dice now?
No, it means you'll have 2. You'll have
okay.
Your initial one and your delivery job one. So you will have 2 dice for this. And
That's still feeling good.
Yeah. Who wants? I rolled last time, I think, so somebody else can roll this time.
I want to let Ben roll because I feel like Killsphere has really been jamming on Trip pretty hard, and I want to.
And Michael likes Ben.
Yes, and I like Ben.
Yeah,
it's 2 dice. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I rolled a 4 and a 5. 4 and a 5.
That means we got 45.
45.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry, 54.
that means we are in a risky position when the action starts.
Okay. The 4 of you are now on the surface of the glass marble. The way that this is set up is that as soon as the planet enters the Goldilocks zone, the crews go to work. Atmospheric generators are immediately deployed on the surface of the planet so that you are able to breathe. Prefab buildings are brought in from space. They do this 4 times a year. It is down to a science. And the majority of the buildings that are there have formed this enormous sort of like outdoor mansion courtyard with really high walls all around and like a big gate entrance. And there are electric lights all over the border of every corner of it, and it's massive. The way the light from the buildings shines through the glass of the floor is almost ethereal. Like it's diffusing the light. You can sort of see all the way through the planet, but not quite, because it is still a planet. But it is just it's a sight unlike anything you've ever beheld before, and it is just filled to the brim of the richest, worst people in existence. Because the engagement roll was a mixed success, there is a fairly decent security presence, but for the most part, they're kind of staying off to the side and out of sight. Like, you can still see people who are very clearly security personnel. There are a few people on the higher perched areas, but for the most part, they're not disturbing the party itself. And now the four of you are on the ground. You are at this party. There are drinks. There is music. There are people laughing at jokes that are clearly not funny. It is like the Met Gala in terms of how everyone is dressed. It is just extreme upon extreme upon extreme.
And it goes without saying that because the planet is made of glass, that we're just slipping and sliding all over the place, like Leslie Knope making her candidacy announcement on the ice.
No,
One of the greatest scenes of all time.
When you land on the planet,
We all do the BG3 slip and fall.
When you land on the planet, special epoxies are applied to the bottom of the soles of all of your shoes or feet so that you can walk around without slipping around.
Nice.
See, I am nice. I'm not going to make you slip and slide all over the planet.
Get on your feet.
Give it 4 minutes, he'll throw a big rock at us.
Yeah.
Okay, so the party is happening. Where are each of you? What are each of you doing?
First of all, Chase is wearing an amazing ball gown for this gala. Like, it is very futuristic. It like has a long tail, and then like it goes up, like the front of it opens up into a point that like stops right before it would get like revealing, but it like ends right there. And then she has like there's like pieces of it that go down her legs, almost like stocking suspenders would be, but it's part of the dress, and it like wraps around her legs and then goes down in like these cool like elaborate, almost like futuristic Victorian somehow at the same time. And then like they kind of form into these cool heeled boots, and then like the dress like kind of flares out at her shoulders. So around like the neckline, that same kind of wiring that goes down her legs, like kind of comes up around her like clavicles and like forms around her neck into this cool elaborate like choker. And then like her hair is like done up in this cool like coif that kind of like wraps around her ears. So the ears are still visible, but the hair is like nicely like decorated around it. And she has these cool like earrings that hang down. They're actually her communicators. Nice. But yeah, and full on Wonder Woman sword, but her staff is like along the back of her shirt. But it's like it's split into two, so that way she can actually physically walk. Because having a stick down the back of your dress would not be super comfortable.
Yeah, despite what that film teaches us.
Yeah. So she looks hot as hell.
Yeah. Killsphere is gonna do their little disguise thing and become a sphere of polished black marble.
Ooh,
I like that.
Very chic.
BB's just a clean beaver, but unbeknownst to other people, she's got her different tools and gear that she's kind of snuck with her, hidden in the folds of her skin.
I think that Trip, knowing that the ultra rich basically wear whatever they want, has stuck with more or less his regular attire, which is, I think in this instance, black t-shirt, brown, almost purple leather jacket, black jeans, and like a pair of Docs or something.
And what are each of you doing?
We're playing a tabletop role-playing game.
Benjamin.
Yeah.
Killspheres, since they're relatively small and relatively innocuous, I think they're going to do like a loop around the room. Well, is there like a contained party, or is it like the whole planet? Like where we?
It is mostly a contained party. There has been a problem in the past of people wandering away, and it is essentially a wasteland once you get further there. So they decided on this sort of like large courtyard to sort of keep everyone inside for their own safety. Smart. But you can see the sky up above.
The game's system has actually built a invisible wall around this map screen, so you actually can go past the map screen.
Just bounce, yeah.
There's a berm of ice crystal around it, that's just, or glass crystal.
It's exactly like attending an FYC event in Beverly Hills.
Yeah. I think Chase at this point, I think I'm schmoozing. Like I'm moving. I've learned a little bit from the casino heist and stuff like that, and like my upbringing and like having like to be at like soirees and different things. And so I think I'm listening in. I'm trying to like hear people pointing towards where one of these three heads would be. Like, is there gossip about Jendapher? Was it Tech Wars?
Jendapher Tequins?
Jendapher Tequins or Bennett Northern 65th or Jack Skyflyer, the most popular teen in the universe.
Let's play this out.
Okay.
Jendapher Tech War.
Jendapher.
Jendapher,
sorry.
Yeah. There are
Jendi to her friends.
Jendi Tartakovsky Tender.
I went to school with 27 Jendafers. All right.
the 27 genders.
You're welcome to the one soul coughing fan out there.
Trip's just going to post up at the bar on Wolverine again. But I think that
Why do you keep fighting Deadpool in the back of a van?
it's funny.
Okay.
I think that he has like a one earring in on his left ear that is also acting as a kind of communications device.
Are you dressed like George Michael?
No, and I will not be answering any further questions about my attire.
You gotta have faith. Anyway,
Hey, another one like that, I'm going to say, let's go outside.
I guess last Christmas was my last one.
Wham!
Yeah,
Hey guys,
please.
these whispers are for little careless. So let's just. All right, so yeah, I'm listening. I'm trying to find gossip to like hone in on, so I can like triangulate where these heads are.
Yeah, there are two young ladies who very clearly come from way too much money, who are just looking around and laughing at most people's outfits, and they're kind of, giggling to themselves because they think they're the greatest thing in the world. It's like, did you see what Jendapher is wearing? I know. I mean, like, I know she's like the scariest person in the world, but like, that outfit. I mean, God. Oh, your outfit is cute. And one of them looks, it's like, your outfit is so darling.
Oh my God. Thank you. What is this? What are you doing?
Whatever the fuck we want. That's what we're doing.
No, I mean, like with this look, I just wanted to know everything about it.
Yeah, it's called I'm Fucking Hot. And this is what, I don't know, my army of tailors dress me with. I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to use the clothing dressing machine. I have people press those buttons for me.
They do a killer job. What do you think is like, if you had to guess, if you had to narrow it down, what would you say is like the lamest part of Jendapher's outfit?
They're like laughing to each other. They're like, I'm actually too afraid to talk too specifically about it.
I mean,
but,
you've been. I mean, like, come on! It's not a time to be naughty. This is the time. Come on. You know you want to. Come on.
I mean, points at the side. I mean, I know they're deadly spikes, but like, what are you, like an ultimate sportian or something?
Oh my God, you're awful. Oh my
You
God.
are.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You're like such a heinous bitch.
You're the heinousest
Oh
bitch
my
on this
God.
entire planet. Oh my God.
This has turned into like white chicks.
Is this our best episode yet?
Oh my God, there she is. Don't point. She'll cut your fucking hand off.
Okay, so I like sneak a glance to make sure I'm like zeroing on the right person.
Yeah, and you see Jendapher Tequins with her pointy dress, clearly. She is at the bar, and she strikingly beautiful and tall, and I'm very much screwed. I'm picturing if Hannah Waddingham were playing Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Oh, what a combo!
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a moment.
Yeah, poor
Oh my God.
Everybody needs to take a breather.
Targeted at me. Wow.
And she is like,
Although I should point out, Ursula should be played by a plus size woman, so I actually think that Hannah Waddingham was a bad casting choice for that character. But yeah,
but she is drinking from what looks like a 5-gallon water jug full of some sort of booze, and she is just boozing it up at the bar. She's like, this is my kind of fucking party.
How close am I to this?
You're real close to
Yeah.
it. And she goes, takes like a massive chug, and she slams it down. Another!
And
she
knocks over my martini.
Yeah, knocks over your martini and looks you right in the face and goes, "Hi, handsome." You. I want to talk to you. You come here to me now.
I scooch over like the 2 or 3 inches and I go, "Hey girl, how you living?"
Oh, I'm living the best life I've ever had. How you doing? And she does that thing where she does the back of the hand on your cheek.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't you come a little bit closer? Why don't you join me for a drink? Hey, drinks now. And 2 of those massive drinks are set down. And she goes, "Come on, handsome. Let's see if you can drink."
I like the way you order a drink, like a dog barking at someone walking out the hallway outside the apartment. I'm for it. And I immediately...
Before you can finish that, she does not like being called a dog, and she is right in your face, and she's giving you a steely, deadly glare. Like, just because you're pretty doesn't mean I'm going to let you get away with shit like that again. I've killed for less than that. Anyway, well, let's get to drinking. And she slams her fucking drink.
Is Jendapher single?
Jendapher is whatever the fuck she wants.
Trip looks at her and says, "Well, this is going to be my last night alive. Let's get living," and downs his drink.
I don't know. Maybe if I like you, you'll survive.
What I want to do while this is happening, because I was tracking her, I want to do essentially like the video game thing of like marking the target. Like, so like now everybody else who's connected in our group will always see her like in glowing yellow,
Perfect.
basically. Yeah. Okay.
Sick. I love that we have the Hitman targeting system in this game.
like Eagle Vision in Assassin's Creed.
Smooth. Oh, even yes.
I think when...
Go ahead. Please.
Oh, I was just going to say that's the moment where you see BB's head kind of poke out between Trip's legs, because she's been hiding because she's kind of an anomaly to these rich folk, and they keep telling her like, or yelling at their assistants to get her stuffed, and she's just not about it at this point. This is not her party. She is not protected, so she's just like politely poking her head out now that your signal's on.
I think you're between my legs.
Yes.
Okay, I think I'm sliding. So there's a beaver between my legs. I think I'm sliding you, Brian the Urbot.
God, I wish. Sorry, what?
I'm surreptitiously sliding you, Brian the Urbot, so that you can plant Brian on this captivating individual who I'm currently sharing drinks with.
I think you like try to pass it to me, but instead you just drop it on my head because you're trying to talk while doing this.
Yeah,
and
I can't see you while I'm doing this, so it's like donk.
Yeah, and you just hear it.
Yeah, and my hand is like pointing. I'm like gesturing under the table, pointing at like, is she wearing like a bag or a purse or something?
No, she doesn't carry anything. Okay. She has minions for that.
The good news is that Brian is made of smatter, and so Brian can probably like affix himself in some kind of decorative way. If only BB could make that work.
BB has spy gear hidden in her little folds of skin.
Well, then
we have got to figure out, and you know what? That's not the most crazy thing. You know, never mind.
Like she has enough like loose skin.
Oh, I understand. That wasn't the complaint. Anyway.
So now the BB is doing that. What is BB
I think once Brian has been plopped on BB's head, she takes out her like spy gear pliers or like a wrench or some sort of tool and starts shaping the smatter. I'm guessing because it's like a bit pliable to be more of like a very thin Band-Aid, almost like spreading it so thin that you could lay it on someone's skin or clothing and there wouldn't be any notice because it's thin enough where you can't, it's like translucent.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of like if you have a wet, like liquid bandage.
Yeah,
essentially.
I'm gonna need a roll for that because if you're gonna stick something on a person, there's a good chance they will notice that. So it's not a roll for the smattery.
But she's really drunk.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely distracting, so that's a help.
Like she is being talked to, and she is wasted.
She's not wasted. She has an incredible drinking constitution.
Cool.
She's not wasted. She's just Kathy Bates-esque.
I like that.
But I'm helping by engaging with her in a sexy way.
Let's call this a skulk for BB, and I know you don't have that, but I'm actually going to only have you roll one die and take that one rather than two with a disadvantage, and that'll be the benefit of your distraction.
Dig it.
This is still scary. Shit, it's a 3.
Yeah,
Mark experience.
Yeah, go ahead, mark experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though she is engaged in drinking with someone who she finds attractive, it's still very noticeable to put something on a person. And she looks down, she feels something like on her leg, and she looks down and she sees a rodent.
I want to say like a tiny paw, maybe.
Yeah, and she goes to just kick you real hard.
Can I try something?
Not right now.
Okay, no worries.
So I know this is sort of backward how it is, but I want you to
No.
make a scrap right now
Yeah.
to avoid
No, that
getting,
makes sense.
kicked.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be.
I rolled 2 4s, but mine's a 0, so I get a 4.
Okay, I was going to say this is going to be I'm on the wrong page. This is going to be a desperate limited, and that's not good. She sees a beaver trying to stick something to her and just reflexively does just boot you. However, it is distracting enough that some of the smatter does latch onto her and kind of like joins in as part of her or one of her shoes.
I totally get it. Like, while my hand is stuck out with smatter, like part of body comes in contact with hand in addition to the rest of her mass.
So you're going to take a level 1 harm of kicked in the gut, unless you would like to try to resist that.
No, I mean, that sounds... She doesn't have enough time. She's busy with a task. Yeah. She can't see her reacting.
Yeah. And Jendapher goes, I thought the vermin on this planet died eons ago. Oh, and she looks right at you and you at Trip and says, you with me now. Come with me. And she like grabs you by the lapel and leads you to like a different area because she doesn't want to be near some, riffraff.
Yeah, in that quickness, BB like hugs the bar, like tries to like suck in herself into the bar as much as she can.
I give you the peace sign, the A-OK sign, and get dragged off.
But it's below the waist, so you punch her when she looks back. I think Chase is going to go up to BB and just like twist like the fur on top of your head a little bit into like a nice little curl and put a little bow on your head so you look more like somebody's pet, or like you're a sentient beaver who's also dressed up to be at an event. Like it's like you're not given like a full outfit, but you're like your fur is being coiffed a bit, like you've been groomed.
I'm
for
fully picturing Hunger Games District 1 hair right now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's kind of what Chase has.
Yeah, just magnificent wig.
Yeah.
Scrappy beaver.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Who's wheezing because she's now been kicked in the stomach twice.
Yeah, I'll even sacrifice one of my bits of smatter to put that on you, like a little headdress, like a fascinator.
Just Chase is doing her hair and she's just going.
Yeah, I know, but we're at a party. Like, it's just you gotta.
She kicked me.
Oh God. I will use one of my smatter with a med kit and give you like a stim injection kind of thing, almost like a Bacta spray.
I love
Yeah,
that.
that's great. That'll just, you don't have to mark the damage. That takes care of it.
That woman kicks hard.
Yeah,
I
that
need
she
to
does.
barrel up her asshole and find where the other end comes out.
Oh, I heard the first part of that and was agreeing, and then it went a different direction from where I was going with it.
Look, nobody kicks BB.
No, I get it. I mean, I would let her kick me many, many places, but I understand that's not your thing. It's fine.
I think that's a great cut too.
Yeah. So what's Killsphere doing?
Yeah.
Killsphere.
What's Killsphere doing besides turning off his comms?
Yeah, Killsphere is, well, honestly, Killsphere is rolling their eyes because basically every Chaos team so far has had one horny one, and the unfortunately the pattern has continued.
Only one?
At least one is
Yeah, it's kind of a
probably
Highlander
better-
situation.
Yeah, I was
This
like,
is
I was like, I like that Sonic didn't express their voices out loud.
No, Sonic and Killsphere were romantically entangled, so they were very
fair.
happy. Anyway, for folks at home, you have no idea what that means. Sorry. So Killsphere is going to go to whatever this party's version of a step and repeat is.
oh my God.
For folks at home, it's the big sign with like all the logos on it that people put pictures in front of.
Yes.
And Killsphere's going to go over to like the camera section of the line with like the photogs who were taking the various photographs of the rich people, and just sort of hover there and wait for the other two heads to potentially, make their appearances.
Well, the good news is that you don't have to look too far, because standing on the red carpet is Bened Northar the 65th. In fact, he has been on the red carpet for way longer than anyone wants him to be. In fact, all the photographers are trying to shuffle him along, but he just wants everyone to take pictures of him, especially in his new outfit, which looks like a cobalt blue suit of armor with the faceplate kind of like up a little bit in like that Iron Man kind of way, but with his absolutely punchable face, you know, doughy and ugly and gross and fuck sticky, just sticking out. And he is just like, make sure you get like every shot of this, because like this outfit is wait, let me see your picture. You poor you over here. No, that picture's bad. Delete that one. Take a good picture. Make me look as good as I am.
I love this.
Here's a picture. What do you think? What do you think?
He's the Stay Puft Man stuck in a metal suit of armor.
You look fantastic, Bennett. Show us more.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. And he does like like the arms up, like I am making love to the camera kind of thing. Aren't I beautiful?
The camera loves you, Bennett.
Oh, and aren't you gonna ask me who I'm wearing? Come on, this is like part of it.
Bennett, who are you wearing?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. I'm wearing well, I don't know the name of the species, but they were like on one of the planets we mined, and like this is their body. Like I'm wearing their body. Like, look, isn't this so cool?
It is impressive.
Look, and the face comes down and it comes up. It's looking like a stupid face. Oh, I live on a planet that's full of minerals. Guess what? I'm dead now.
You hear
Who
the
wants to take
press?
more pictures of me? Thank you. Oh my God. Who wants to take more pictures of me? Oh my God. And he like looks at a group of sycophants over to the side, like, you look so good. The suffering makes art and fashion.
Because you describe us as being cobalt blue, now I'm picturing that cosplay from like 20 years ago where that girl made it look like she had skinned the Cookie Monster and was wearing it as a fursuit.
It is very similar to that. Yeah.
Oh, James Cameron is going to cry right now when he hears this one.
Noted listener of Good Chaotic, James
I
Cameron.
certainly hope so.
I've been
Jim.
emailing him the MP3s every release day.
Give us a call, Jim.
He keeps saying the episodes aren't long enough.
No, I believe that was Zach's note.
And then he made it longer.
It's weird how they edited me out of episode and just put Tig in for all of the stuff that I was saying.
No, you're not the one who gets
Yeah,
replaced.
I also hated that I put myself in the place of that person. Yeah.
You're not the one who gets replaced. I'm the one who gets replaced.
I love how everyone is jumping to your defense, Michael. No, of course you're not the one who...
You all know that 1/5 of every group is evil, and it's me. 1 out of every five,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck.
That's why there's always an element of malice with every boy band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin Timberlake is the one from NSYNC.
Yeah.
The guy in Backstreet Boys with the crazy beard that looked like it was like sewed together.
The one
That
who
guy.
like, was out, the one who like spoke about wasn't a Backstreet Boy like recently revealed as like a
Brian.
terrible right winger. Yeah.
Bad guy. Yeah. Okay. So more than one Backstreet Boy. What are you gonna do? All right.
Are they both the ones with like the mirror Spock goatees?
Oh my God, they might be.
No,
They might all
not
be.
Kevin
Okay.
from Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, you
This is
fucking-
incredible.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
It's amazing.
Kevin was the one that I always had a crush on, so I know Kevin's name.
Who's the one from Spice Girls? Who's the evil Spice Girl?
The evil Spice Girl.
That would be
Victoria Beckham.
yeah, Posh
Yeah,
Spice.
you're right. Why did I
Posh
even ask?
Spice for
What a
sure.
dumbass question I
Posh
asked. You're
Spice
right.
is
Yeah.
the evil
I think we
Spice.
all knew that
You're
one.
right. I feel dumb for even asking.
It's in the name. No.
Everybody likes to think it's Scary Spice, but that's
No,
just
that's
racist.
just racist. Yeah.
Just racist.
I
And
would
is
mu-
it Ginger and Baby that had an affair? I know there's like two, or was it Scary? There's two of them. There's two of them, and they're like apparently part of why the band broke up was because of a messy lesbian.
That sounds more like
Putting the
sporty.
Spice and Spice Girls. Damn. Okay.
will
It might
say
be
that
Sporty. I can't remember now. It might be Ginger and Sporty.
If you've heard Ginger Spice's cover of It's Raining Men, she might be the evil one. I'm just going to put that out there. It's not great.
Welcome back to Killsphere's podcast about the Spice
It's called
Girls.
Spice Up Your Life, the Spice Girls story.
Oh shit! I have to throw away the mission where you go to Spice World.
Don't you dare. We need to get Alan coming on this somehow.
When you said desert planet, I was like, we're going to Dune, right? I'm so glad you didn't do it. Anyway, speaking of Spice Worlds.
It's Jerry and Mel B apparently had a thing, and it was a messy breakup.
Jerry would be
Ginger, right?
Ginger, yeah,
Mel
and
B
then
is-
Mel
Mel
B
B is
is
Scary
scary.
Spice.
Yeah, that was allegedly those two had a thing, and part of their because apparently Mel B like flat out said like 5 years ago that she and Jerry had sex. Anyway, we don't have to keep going on this, but yeah, apparently like
Dan, you're keeping all this in, right?
this is
Some
the
of it.
after credit stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it is legally actionable.
I did say allegedly a bunch of times, but
We're Americans. We're fine.
You allegedly said allegedly, just to cover all of our bases.
Yeah.
So Killsphere.
Yeah,
You still have
sure.
to step and repeat.
Oh God, I don't know what to do because Killsphere is seeing red right now because Michael's seeing red. So Killsphere, being extremely annoyed with this, is going to sort of float away from the step and repeat and see if they can locate. See if there's any indication of like a Jack Starflyer fan club or anything like that.
Excuse you, it's
smart.
Skyflyer.
Oh my God.
No,
I
him getting it wrong
apologize.
is on point.
The Luke Starkiller fan club. What is that exactly?
I think they had to change the name in Japan for like trademark and copyright reasons.
Right.
Like how Zootopia in Europe is called Zootropolis.
So do I see
Yes.
any sign of Anakin Hakaider anywhere near here? That's a joke just for me and 3 other people who I hope are listening, but to the 3 of you, God bless.
No, you don't see Jack Skyflyer anywhere, which is kind of strange because immediately recognizable.
Yes, the most recognizable.
But
dare I
you
say.
traveling through the crowd though, you do hear people mentioning his name. But if you want some more information, I'm gonna need a study roll, please.
Yeah, we're doing enough stuff with me right
Is this an
now.
ego situation? Are we on Jack Skyflyer?
Oh
No, this is gonna be a standard, a risky standard. No, controlled standard. You're just listening to party chatter.
no. Okay.
And people get loud.
Laid.
They get loud and
They
they
get
get
laid.
laid.
I only got
Both.
4.
You hear bits and pieces of people saying like, considering how much the tickets are, you'd think I'd have better seats. I know. Oh God.
I wanted to be by the bear.
But no, you're not getting specifics for Jack's Skyflyer's location.
At least you don't have a seat behind the pole. And Killsphere keeps.
You just look over and there's a sentient pole who's like, "How dare you?"
And there's a vlogger behind them. every time they like move, the pole is blocking them.
I think one of the things we've learned is that Dan does not think Polish people are sentient and has to qualify them.
Oh
Oh,
Danceled.
Now we know. All right, now we know who the evil member of this podcast
There it
is.
is.
It's Dan. It was the straight white man all along.
My God! What a twist!
We're named. It's going to be very hard to not title this episode "Danceled." Anyway, yeah, Killsphere's going to return to the team. I think they've.
Well, except for Trip, who is currently very
Oh,
much
yeah.
ensconced with
Killsphere's going
Elijah.
to. Yeah, Killsphere's going to.
Yeah, you go to the seat where Trip was sitting, and there's like a sock hanging off of the height adjuster.
There's like a cloud of dust in the shape of Trip odometer having been pulled away.
Someone moved a wall, like a piece of drywall, into place, and there's a trip odometer shaped hole in the piece of drywall now. Very weird. Don't know where
The
they got it.
sentient pole is bleeding out on the ground with a hole through his torso.
Oh,
Tell
I
my
just
wife.
wanted to block someone's view.
Yes, you were regrouping with most of the team.
Yeah, I'll regroup with part of the team. I'll float over to Chase and Killsphere will float over to Chase and BB and inquire, where is Trip?
the lady who kicked me in the gonads took him over that way.
Jendapher.
And you can see at the center of the dance floor, Jendapher Tequins is not only dancing with Trip, but she is lifting him up and holding him. Like your feet aren't even on the
Yeah,
ground.
I think-
she's leading and there's no escape.
Trip's whole vibe is like when a toddler picks up a cat and its upper limbs are like
Yes.
up here,
Yes.
like
Yes.
head
Yes.
and shoulders, bottom legs just kind of like dangling freely.
Just neck all squished up.
Whenever
I'm
Mandy
imagining-
picks up DiGiorno.
I'm imagining the entire dance scene from the end of Dirty Dancing, except for if Jennifer Grey wasn't there and it was just a dummy. So like Swayze is doing all the moves. Jennifer Grey is basically
Oh my
one of those
God.
flappy arm guys outside of
Like a crash test dummy.
No, I was thinking one of like the car dealership flappy
my
arm
God,
guys.
man.
Like that.
Oh,
Like it's like
Lord.
really just like flapping around. Like you know what? I think it's either please. I think it's Nick Gun 1 when he's carrying Priscilla Presley up the steps at the baseball diamond, and it's clearly like a dummy, and like so you just see like the arms flapping around in the press.
Amazing.
Excellent.
She's wearing that blue. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. It seems like Trip's having a good time.
Trip appears occupied. I have also located Bennett. He is wearing the skin of a dead alien.
So that means we get to wear his skin.
Not entirely.
I'm not interested in that.
Ow.
I don't dislike the idea, however.
Oh,
At that moment, someone taps Chase on the shoulder.
I look.
You turn around and you see the face of someone who you recently encountered. Although she's let the spikes grow out from her head a little bit more, so they're like pulled back to like a short, like it almost looks like when Jamie Lee Curtis wets her hair in True Lies. And
You're going to kill Riley, Dad. Dad, you're going to kill her at the table. She's dying.
Actually, she's
wear-
already deceased.
She's wearing the punkiest prom dress you've ever seen in your life, basically.
Dan,
And-
are we sure you're a straight man? Are you not, in fact, a lesbian?
Dad is just like a hunter in the woods with a rifle, just stalking Riley relentlessly with his fucking pitch. This is crazy. This is like a thriller movie right now. This is insane.
Dan, I am already in the van. Oh my god. Oh. This is like
Holy
Aubrey
shit.
Plaza kicking down Catherine Hahn's door. I'm on board.
Yep. I'm glad you're on board because it's Yint from.
Oh, I got it.
I know. I'm making sure the audience
at
does.
home.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
I get that we need to do it, but
And she goes, "How about a dance?"
I'm already walking with her to the dance floor. Like she's saying it as I'm walking with her. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. She goes, I gotta say, kid, you changed my life. I never thought I'd be here at the Glass Marble, but what my teammates don't know about that heist that gone poor, it's not gonna hurt them. But look at me now, living the high life, and I have you to thank for it.
I intend to look at you quite a bit.
She,
And I like twirl her a little bit.
she's like coming from a life of hardened criminality, but just things have gone so right for her lately that like a lot of that ambition is down. She goes, "Oh, honey, you've already swept me off my feet, but now I feel like I may actually faint." Oh,
I know this is the second time I've mentioned Kathy Bates on this episode, I believe, but I'm getting a very unsinkable Molly Brown and Titanic kind of vibe of like just like the new money, but like still glamorous. I think like I twirl her, I dip her a little bit, and like I'm still also scanning the room looking for like a cool teen and all of his cool teen friends. But I am listening to her as well. But like this provided me a great opportunity to both get closer to where Trip and Jendapher are, but also to do a more centralized surveillance. And I say to her when she says like "swept me off my feet" or whatever, I go, this might be getting too far into my own thirst, but I think I say, I don't know, you look pretty good off your feet.
you ain't seen nothing yet. What are you doing after the opera?
You didn't say it, but we will definitely heard it.
I say, I guess that's really up to you, isn't it?
I don't know. I hear these operas. They're pretty intense. I mean, it's not every day you get to see Jack Skyflyer perform an opera. I mean,
Maybe not for you.
oh, you've seen it before?
No. No, it just sounded like a cool thing to say, and I thought I'd say it. I'm sorry.
Well, where are your tickets? I got mine kind of last minute, so I'm kind of in the back.
I'm behind the pole. I don't know. Actually.
You said that he's wrapped in a bandage and he's giving everyone the thumbs up. He's fine. He's all right, folks.
I take the ticket you gave us and I look at it to see like where we are.
Front row. All 4 of you have front row tickets to the Jack Skyflyer opera.
Yeah. We're a little bit closer than that.
Okay, well, after the show, come find me. And she, does that like
maybe not in that order.
She does that thing where she like moves away, but she's still looking at you. And
what do you want me to do, Michael?
You know what? Honestly, you're doing exactly your job. So I'm not, but I'm still me, and I'm still gonna go. What the fuck? In my corner.
I wish I was this good at it in real life.
Me too. I wish I was anywhere near the shit I'm seeing at your corner of the table.
Next time you see a woman that you're attracted to, just pretend that she's Dan, pretending to be a hardened criminal.
I got to update my resume.
Lesbian whisperer.
Thank you for saying it, so I did not say it. Thank you. Holy shit. Oh no.
My God.
Does Trip see Chase and the person whose name Trip never learned? Yint, thank you. On the dance floor?
Yes, but very sparingly, because the way you're being spun around and like you're kind of getting whip pans.
Yeah,
spun right round, baby, like a record player, right round.
I'm imagining that GIF. That's the one half of it is Kate Winslet in Titanic as they're twirling around, and then it cuts to Conan the Barbarian being swung around by the feet. That's what I'm visualizing.
That's a good one.
Perfect. Yeah, cool. What can I even do in this situation?
I mean, it's not up to me to tell you.
You're
dancing cheek to cheek.
Is this the kind of reception where there's people with trays of fine, expensive, and wholly uncalorific foods being...
Absolutely, whatever you want.
I definitely want to see like little triangular cucumber sandwiches or something, and I want to try to wave them over like, hey... sandwiches.
Jendapher grabs your wrist and says, you're with me. I don't want you waving at anyone else.
I'm gonna need energy for what's about to happen.
Oh, energy. I think I know what you mean. And she's still carrying you, and she kind of like takes you off to the side, and she puts you down in a seat at a booth.
Before we continue, Dan, I need to know: are we about to have sex?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh, thank God.
No, you're not a lesbian.
She sets you down at every episode you're going to be at a booth. I don't care. You're at a booth. She sets you down.
We only have
reusing
one set.
sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hallway. It's a quarry.
And
We amortize the booth across the season. That's how it works.
It's the same booth. Nothing changes.
same
It's the booth from, I just realized it's Wednesdays.
Yes. She sits down next to you, and she reaches into her cleavage, and in a bigger on the inside sort of way, she pulls out an enormous brick and slams it down onto the table.
It says, fuck the Empire. Sorry. sorry, Dingo. Sorry.
And Trip, you know what this is. And she takes out a knife, and she reprograms it smatter-wise into a cleaver and slams down. And she cuts you like the size of like a slice of cheese from this brick, and it peels off. And she offers it to you. She goes, "How about a little help?"
I think Trip does not want to be under the influence on the job. I don't know. Is there some kind of resist roll I can do?
No, I'm going to make this up to you.
Oh, my word.
How could you resist a craft single of drugs?
It's the two most perfect things.
It's a perfect combination. It's deadly.
You know what's even better is if you melt that thing over an Angus beef patty. And you put it in a...
Is that your name? Angus beef patty? I like it. And
Yes.
she downs the whole slice of it. Like, that is a lot of help.
It's a lot of...
You got a Kool-Aid packet size that you then had to cut with water, and she just housed this.
Like when you get into a cheese block.
Yeah. She goes, I take care of those who take care of me. And she picks up the brick and puts it back into the cleavage. The cleavage of holding, apparently.
I like it.
Did
it
you know if you
suits
put
her.
a cleavage of holding inside a cleavage of holding, it can annihilate that? Okay. I actually, before she puts it in
Not
her
in
cleavage...
5e, just for what's worth.
Yeah. Before she puts it in her cleavage, when she reaches her hand onto the brick, I want to put my hand on her hand. Go, no. Let me take care of you. And I want to take the brick and I want to put it upon my person.
She is holding onto it with like a vice grip on it because she's a very intimidating presence.
Yeah.
She goes,
Mm-hmm. Listen, you're not going to do all the driving tonight. Sometimes you're going to want to recline the back seat and let what happen.
Baby, I'm a motherfucking pilot. I drive wherever I want.
Oh, you're a pilot too, huh? Name 3 of their albums.
She laughs. She laughs at that.
Name 3 ships.
Stone Temple Pilots. Shit.
21 pilots.
I happen to know your favorite ship is the current flagship of the entire fleet.
Can the rest of the team hear this on their comms? Because part of me feels like BB's over the corner with Killsphere just like lightly retching to herself.
Yeah, Killsphere is projecting the vomit emoji on their face right now.
Yeah, like they're 2 little yahoos over here.
You heard it from both of us, too.
Yes.
Trip looks at you and says, you seem like a woman who likes to take charge. Maybe you should let someone else drive stick for a while. And then fully leans in for a passionate kiss.
You plant one on her.
All right.
It is hot. She's good at it. She's
right.
really good.
She's so good at kissing.
Oh, man. She fucking...
Bro, this bitch kisses good, bro.
Just nat 20 that kiss roll, bro. Yeah.
Listen, I think it's really important as a GM that Dan sets up for the audience at home.
It's so
the hot
good.
lady can kiss good.
It's so good because
I'm
you are
into it.
so good at playing hot, sexy ladies, and then it gets to the bit where the sexy stuff happens, and she kisses real
And
good.
then
It's great
there's
kissing,
good
great job.
kissing.
Yeah,
And
and
then
she's sex is great.
Top quality. You are very happy.
So you are having this wonderfully passionate, beautiful, sloppy, drug-fueled kiss.
Yeah, that's probably a little help in her mouth, right?
Think about that moment in 40-Year-Old Virgin where he's like, you know when you're grabbing a woman's breast and it's like a bag of sand?
Ben, can I tell you that was the most disgusting question I've ever heard in a fucking game? I just want to let you know that right off the top. That is some of the foulest shit I've ever heard someone ask a DM, and I'm really proud of you, I have to say.
Thank you. You know my Venmo, so we can... Yeah.
But your kiss is interrupted because from the loudspeakers, the chimes ring out.
Please proceed into the theatre. The Jack Skyflyer Opera is about to begin.
Thank you for listening to Good Chaotic. The Good Chaotic crew is Châu Kate Lê, Ben Paddon, Riley Silverman, and Michael Nixon. Our GM is Dan Peck. Our theme music was created by Daphne Sackley. Follow us on social media at Good Chaotic Pod, or join us in our Discord to hang out with other fans, share fan art, and talk about the episodes. If you'd like to help support the show, be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you get your podcasts, or by becoming a patron at patreon.com/goodchaoticpod. And also, tell your friends. It really helps us get the word out and get new listeners. Until next time.
Like a paradox or something.
Why is there a paradox?
Well, I haven't actually revealed this, but I'm very glad you asked. Trip actually went back in time and killed his grandfather.
Oh, no.
And, yeah, it's really kind of the centerpiece of his story.
And you're fading out of
Is that
existence.
why they wanted to know so much? Is that why he was so concerned about learning about time travel when he's fucking, I need to fix some stuff.
I was hoping
Please
that this
tell
would
me.
be kind of slowly unfold over like 10, 20, maybe 30 episodes, but you just came out and asked. So, shit, I have to come up with a new backstory, I guess.
Next time, can we save Skip Odometer?